Hello. You're going to another Heavensward optional dungeon. The Great Gubal Library, hard version. Gubal? Great Library? The Great Gubal Library. You know, pronunciation. This is the healer. And they're looking at me. I thought that was cute. Okay, remember your tank stance. If you're the tank, remember to eat some food. If you're still leveling, we got party stuff over here. List of things we have to do in the mini map. Alright, let's go. It's gonna look similar to the original version of this dungeon, but we've got different things going on. So we're gonna grab this first pack and go up these stairs and go to the second pack of ads. We're following these invisible dudes. So I'm gonna park it here. Some of these are gonna target random people with AoEs, so watch out for those. But yeah, you have to go up here eventually, but it's closed off until you actually take care of all the ads. Nice. There's a bunch of stuff throughout the dungeon that you can read too if you want. Usually people don't wait around to read, but you can run this unsynced if you want. Or I think Explorer mode works for this. You go, yeah, explore and read all the things. Sometimes people might be super chill about it and like, you know, there's another thing to read. But yeah, most people do just go in to like try to take care of the fight quickly. Okay, we have a few things here. This spine breaker is using Terror Eye, which is like the AoE we saw before, just targets a random person. And then one of these things is like doing a cone AoE, so we gotta watch out for that. And then also make sure to grab all the extra ads that pop up. Okay. While dodging all that stuff. I'm always keeping an eye on my enemy list to make sure I have all of them red if I am the tank. Okay, now this one, right now I'm targeting Babulas, one of three. There is this bigger one. There's a bigger one somewhere in here doing Smite of Gloom. Okay, so when it does that, we take some damage, but then right after it does this move, Batter, which is this circle AoE. If you get hit with this, you get knocked backwards or just away. Okay, and then this effect is actually this other thing. I was shocked. I was stunned. Like, in real life. I was like, what was that? And so one of these smaller ones is doing Ripples of Gloom. And that's the one that does all this, like, gooey stuff. Oh, but I was also literally stunned. Okay? So it's a lot of like animation and like sound and all this stuff, so I was like, wait, what's going on here? Also at the same time, some of the guys in the chat, the people in the chat were like making really bad puns and stuff, and so there's a lot happening at this moment, so I remembered this. Let me show you over here what I'm talking about. These guys. Okay. Okay, so when you run in, when you run in, it looks like there's just one, the high babulas. Okay, but there's actually a bunch that pop up. That's fine. So if they do autos and whatever. Yeah, here we go. I just damage them a little so they do the thing. Okay, Smite of Gloom. That's okay, it does like an attack on me, sure. But these other ones, they're doing their ripples of whatever, okay? And so they're the ones that do the really big, look at all this animation stuff, and all of them will hit, and it's right wide. So careful with that, and then careful with this batter thing. It will knock you backwards, okay, if you're standing in it. So, yeah, just wanted to make sure people are aware of that. I think, spoilers. Okay, well, I stood in the AoE in this one. Saw that when I got pushed backwards. If you stand in the batter, you get knocked away, and then these other small ones just happen to be doing their thing at the same time, and you get a bit of a stun. But yeah, it's not that big of a deal. It's just like I noticed it, and I reacted emotionally, so I wanted to point it out. Okay, again, there's like random stuff all over the place that you can read if you want. Okay, so this boss is like the big book, except oh, also I was waiting for this person to like finish running up. They were typing. This book is actually not a book this time, it's this actual demon thing. So we want to make sure that you turn it away from everybody because it will do these slashing thingies, these tank thingies. It might just be on me, but then, you know, again, just in case. You don't want people to get hit with cleaves. Okay, Folio. We got this like darkness here. So you want to move the boss out of that. So I try to move it out and turn him. Okay, everyone's also already back there, but I turn it just in case, so then once they get up here, they can stand in the back here on this side, and I'm over here, instead of me being here, and then they just end up standing in this stuff. Okay. And in this stage, typically I might be like on this side, you know, like this way, but because the stage is long and this way, I end up turning myself a little bit so that I can see the entire stage. Because there's going to be a bunch of AoEs all over the place, and it's kind of hard to see if like the boss is like in the way. So, okay, Folio. Let's watch out. Okay, we got this thing in the middle again. So see, I slowly start turning so that they have more space in the back here. But then I notice, oh, we got these AoEs on the side, so I don't have to watch out for that. So the book falls down, and then this one falls down. Okay, there was AoE here, AoE here, and then oh, looks like this whole thing is gonna be not good, and then over here is not good, and so we have a clear spot like right in the center here. So I moved the boss. I moved it over just a little bit, and then I walk this way to try to move more of the boss into the center so that they can get the back. So like that. Okay, oh, and then this, gotta get immediately out of that. There's a lot of positioning in this fight. Okay, there's my tank slashies. Folio again, so we're gonna watch out for AoEs that pop up. So we got some on the sides. Oh, it looks like it's going down this way. So this is one and this is two. It's kind of hard to see, huh? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so they're gonna slam down. They slam down and then they're gonna go together. So this is 1, 2, 3, and this is 4. So I'm gonna stay here in the 4th area and just wait for for these two to go out, and then I'm gonna go into the safe area. And I can barely see what's happening, but I'm just keeping in mind the stuff over here. Oh man. Ah! Wait. Hold up. Hang on, sorry. Technical issues. Okay. Don't worry about it. Okay, let's go back here. Okay, so I wait, and then I'm gonna go once they slam. Okay, there we go. So as soon as they close, even though these books went down, it's like, oh no, I gotta get out of the way. I wait for this to finish its AoE thing, and then I move over. It wouldn't make sense to go to 3 because 3 is about to go off, so that's why I wait to go this way. Okay, and then also, yeah, see, like, turning my camera to this side angle made it a little bit easier to see all this stuff, as opposed to if I just saw the back or the front of the boss's head and body, and I wouldn't be able to see all these other things. Okay? So this one really is just a lot of dodging and stuff. Oh, the candles all lit up and stuff. Okay, we're going this way, to the right, just like the other one, the other dungeon. We're gonna keep going to the right. I'm making sure to grab everything. Yeah, like I mentioned, when I record stuff, my recording thing is like right here, so I couldn't actually see my whole mini-map. But sometimes it's pretty neat to go exploring, and some people are cool with it anyway. So here, we got all this fire stuff. If you stand in this fire, you get burned. So you want to grab the things and then bring them back. Grab them and then bring them back to the hallway so that you don't end up standing in the burning stuff. They followed me into the fire, so bring it out. Lots of AoEs to dodge here too, so I keep going a bit so there is more space. Okay. Watch out for AoEs here. Yeah, a lot of people are taking damage because of the AoEs, and some were burned and things like that. Okay, and then also the thing with like being in a tight hallway, that your camera can like go in and out a lot, so just be aware of that. Okay, there's more stuff to read in here, but then also a treasure chest if you want it. There's like this thing over here to read. Yeah, back there on the table. Okay, but moving on, I'm gonna grab all these things, and then I saw a dude go this way, so I grab him, and then I'm gonna just keep going. Well, there's another thing to read here if you want to read it. And then I'm gonna grab all these books, and then I move on to this set of books, so why they're sitting there so conspicuously. So yeah, they're actual enemies. So I grab all of this. Make sure you're using some mitigation. I popped my invuln hoping that I would be able to proc it, but the healer it's always healing me, so it's all good. Okay, after that, this book will show up and have this sparkly stuff, so you just step on it, and then you'll ride this thing to the next area, the boss. Okay, they were making a bunch of puns, which is why we paused for a moment. Okay, so this one is this fire dude. Again, I'm gonna turn him away from everybody. Oh, you see that? That was a cone. That was a tank swipe. Okay, Bibliocide. That's a raid wipe. Sea of Flames. We're gonna get these like little things underneath people, and you need to run to dodge it because it'll pop a few more times. We've seen this in one of the other fights. The Bowl of Embers, I think, had a bunch of these little things. So just keep running away. See, there's more. Just keep running to avoid getting hit by those. Okay, and now for this one, the boss tethers one person and will rush towards them. And so you want to run as far away as you can. So you... There we go. The boss hits, okay. Run as far as you can so you don't take as much damage. Okay, and then also tank, make sure to face the boss away. This person happened to be a little bit closer, and so they got hit with the tank cleave at the same time that I was there. So I was trying to pull it back towards me. Okay, raid wide again. Okay, now the boss turns into this hand situation. That'd be Seal of Night and Day. So everybody gets one of the seals, either a moon seal or a sun seal. Okay, and then there are these dials on the ground. This one's a sun, and then actually this one is a sun too, but it's not lit up. Okay, and then there's a moon over here, and I think there's a moon over here. So, oh, here we go. So if you don't actually see your, or if you're not familiar with looking at your debuff bar, it'll show up right next to you, or it'll also very clearly show up above your head. Okay, and so for this, you want to match whatever your seal is. So because I have the moon one, I'm going to go to the moon, and they have the sun, so they're going to go to the sun one. So I go here, and if you don't end up going into one of them, like this person, the Reaper, you'll end up getting hit with damage, and you'll get a vulnerability up. Okay. So see, I was able to dodge it because I was standing in this thing. Okay, and then again, make sure you're keeping the boss facing away from people because of those cleaves. Okay, more cleaves. Okay, so we all have the sun this time, so we're gonna have to go over here to the sun area. Okay, yeah, one person, I think did they not manage to get in there? They might have gotten clipped. Okay, so BJ and XY. Oh, it was just one. It was just the healer. Wait, this person had it from before. Right? Yeah. Okay. So the Reaper had it from before, and it was the healer that didn't make it in time. They were sprinting, but they got clipped. Okay, and yeah, so that's what happened there. And then here, see, I had seen before that immediately after this thingy there's a tank cleave, and so I did my little plunge, whatever thing to get to the boss immediately and then turn it away so that other people wouldn't get hit with this swipey thing. You know what I'm saying? Because like we were all over here. If we just wait for the boss to come over, then it would swipe everybody. And so instead I've got this like jumping thing to jump to the enemy quickly. And so I booped over here quick and turned the boss. Okay. More tank cleave thingies. Alright, and then at this point we did take care of the boss, but the boss can transform back again. Let's see. Yeah, we skipped all this, so... Oh yeah, this is like the first phase. Do we... Yeah, seems like we skipped this phase. This tornado phase. So let me explain that in case you see it. So if you see this tornado phase, a vortex, there'll be a flame inside, and then on the outside too, right? And Biblio's side is the raid wide. Ferrofluid, this is kind of similar to living liquid stuff if you have done the Alexander raids, but so the boss will have a charge and you will also get a charge. So the boss right now has negative charge and I have a positive one, and so that means after this cast goes off, we are going to connect together because polarity wise these two connect. If I had the same one, then I would stand close and then I get pushed far away. So for here, I want to run far away so that when I get pulled in close, I end up like around here. But if I stand here and I get pulled close, I'll end up in this fire. So I don't want to do that. And then conversely, if I had the same one, I want to stand kind of close so when I get pushed away, I don't get pushed into the flame out here. Okay, see, yeah, if you stand in it, you get burned. So I'm gonna sit here and wait, and then see, I got pulled in, and I'm stunned, so I can't move. And really, that is gonna be painful just because if you get pulled into this thing, you're stunned, and so then you definitely get burned, and then you can't move for a while, and then you can get out. Okay, so the raid wide, also, I was confirming that you get burned in there. Okay, so again, for our fluid, we have opposite polarities here. So again, I'm going to move away, but I'm showing like if you stand a little bit closer instead of back here, this is a little bit too close because there we go, like I get pulled right into the middle of it. Okay, so then at this point it turns to the hand, which we've seen. So we just skipped the tornado, the vortex phase. Okay. If you don't end up going into the thing, see, you get a vulnerability up. And then I think I show... Oh. Okay. Yeah, I think we do it again. Yeah. If you stand in the opposite one, it's still considered you're not in the one you're supposed to be in, and so you get another vulnerability up. Okay. So I had one from before, so I just stacked another one on me. Okay. So then... And then after this, if you still don't defeat it, then you go back to the liquid hand, liquid flame, the human version, and then you repeat those mechanics, like the raid wide, the tank cleave, oh, the things that pop up underneath you, things like that. Okay. Okay, let's move on. Usually when we switch to a different area, I always like wait to make sure that everybody is here before I keep going, especially the healer. But yeah, I noticed. Yeah, 'cause sometimes people have slower load times, so I just want people to be all together as a group. Okay, back there was another thing you could read if you want to read stuff. But I'm gonna grab this group of ads and go up these stairs. And it looks like there's just one enemy here, but actually these statues are gonna turn into ads too. Okay, so make sure you grab these statue things. You can get some blue spells here if you're hunting for blue spells. It's one of these guys that gives it. Okay, watch out for the AoE. Okay, other statues now. More statues. More things popping out. I don't think they were statues anymore, but they just like popped out. Right? Oh, they were statues. Yeah. Alright, my bad. Well, there's a treasure chest up here if you want it. Watch out for AoEs and stuff, etc., etc. Okay, whoa, there are like chains here. They go away. Okay, so now this area is open. Okay, this book drops. There's a dude. Oh, there's also like a literary analysis here. It's actually a literary analysis of the very first book you see from the very beginning of the dungeon. I checked it out earlier. Or later. Checked it out. Man. Puns. I don't like puns, honestly. These guys in the chat were just making puns all over the place. Okay, anyway, so this boss, I turn it away from everybody. There, see, did a little swipe. Okay, magic hammer. It's obviously an AoE here. You don't want to stand in that because it will drain your... It will take some of your health, but it'll also take MP. Also, when the boss does Bone Shaker, it will put a Vuln stack on people. I didn't get hit with that because I had a shield, but if you get hit with it, then you can get Vuln stacks. There's nothing you can really do to like avoid that. You just take the boss down. I think it's there just to scare you. Oh, it does it 3 times. Wow. Okay, now we're gonna continue on. But let me show over here. I was trying to see if having it on the book or not on the book changed anything. But okay, so here, so I'm gonna get hit with magic hammer. So I take almost 5,000 damage, and then it also took like half my MP. Okay, I don't know for sure if it takes a percentage of MP or just, you know, 5,000 MP. But yeah, so if you're a caster, also see it does the raid wide, and I just get a Vuln stack. If you're a caster, you really don't want to stand in that because it's gonna limit how much magic stuff you can do. I think it does. I'll do it again. A panda. Oh, I dodged it. Okay, it does it again. Let's see. Oh, I dodged it again. Okay, well, let's see if I wait for another one. Oh, I didn't. Okay, I wasn't patient. But yeah, so it will take your NP if you're standing in it. Okay. Your health and NP. At this point, we do all have one stacks, but the countdown goes off, and then there's like the cutscene. So by the time you actually reach the last boss, those should be clear, even if you don't end up watching the cutscene. This chair, it's a mount. You can get it at the gold saucer. Alright, so I turn the boss away. It's going to do this move, check out. It's actually going to do it a few times. The books are animating in the back. So, this first mechanic, we are going to have some books on the ground, okay? And there's AoEs here. They're going to turn to very specific things. This first one is like a little wind, whoosh, whoosh, whatever thing. Okay, so that's important to know because we're going to need it for certain mechanics. When the boss does a move on the properties of something, when it does quakes, it's like an earthquake. So if you're on the ground, you're going to get hit. And so you want to go into the tornado wind thingy so that you don't stand on the ground. So right now I'm levitating. See, we're all levitating. And so when the quakes thing goes off, we'll end up dodging it, okay? So we don't take damage from that. And then we go back down. Let me show you what happens when you don't stand in it. If you don't stand in it, you get stunned, you get a vulnerability up, and you take almost 7k damage. Yeah. Okay. And then I was just taking hits because I was the only one there. Okay. Check out again. So now we're going to do another set of mechanics. A whole different book shape now. Okay. So here we have... They look different. Okay. We've got like a dark version. And then we've got this lighter version. Also on properties of darkness, it's just this thing that the boss is throwing at me. On properties of darkness number 2. Okay. What is this? Okay, that's the raid wide. Okay. So version 1 is just on me. Version 2 is everybody. Okay, when it does tornadoes, that means we're gonna get tossed up into the air. And so we want to stand in this dark one because we'll get a heavy or leaden. Okay, so that means movement speed is reduced, cannot be used. Okay. Usually when we get this, it's not great because that means we have to run out of something and we're too slow and then we usually get hit with it and you have to Asuna it or something. However, in this specific fight, we want to be heavy leadened so that we don't get hit with this attack. So it's going to do the tornado attack. Okay, see, on properties of tornado, we don't get hit with it because we have this leaden thing. Okay. And then it does that darkness thing. So here, spoilers. Is it gonna do the imp one first? Okay. If you stand in the green one, you get turned into an imp, and you also get this lightning resistance down thing. So remember, if the it depends what the cast is. If it's gonna do the tornado cast, that's where you want to stand in the darker version. Okay, and let's see. Yeah. Okay, properties of tornadoes. Here, I want to turn back to regular. If you don't stand in the leaden thing, then you get tossed up and you get a vulnerability and you take some damage. Okay, back to the one. Spoilers, you already saw the little imp. It's adorable. But okay, see, so now it will do properties of imps and it will turn everybody into an imp. Okay, the situation is when you're an imp, you can't use any of your skills. But also, when you get hit with this, you get lightning resistance down. And so, either the boss puts this on you, or if you walk into this by yourself, you get this. However, walking into this lighter puddle will remove, it will do the opposite. It will remove the imp thing and then also the lightning thing. The reason you don't want any of that is because the next move will be Thunder 3, and you know everybody has this purple marker on them. You're gonna get hit with the thunder lightning and you'll take some damage. And if you had the, what was it called, lightning resistance down, yeah, lightning resistance, if you have the lightning resistance down, then you'll get more damage from that lightning attack, the thunder attack thing. Okay. Okay. So in this case, I happened to run into this by myself and I got turned into an imp by myself and I got the 2 debuffs. When the boss casts the imps thing, if you're already an imp, then you get changed back. Okay, so just they do the opposites. But because I wanted to see what happens, I turned myself back into an imp, and then this is the lightning thing. I have the lightning resistance down, so I'm more vulnerable to lightning. Also, I can't use any attacks. So we'll see what happens when I get hit with the lightning. Alright! I'm laying on the ground. Okay. Vulnerability down. Okay, fine, I get a vulnerability. Now I'm down for the count, so I can't move. But look at this. I got louder. Oh, look, I'm dead. Oh no, little baby. Just give you a little pillow. Oh my goodness. Okay. But yeah, okay, so that's why you don't want to have that lightning imp situation when the lightning comes out. Unless you want to look adorable, then that's also fine. I don't know. Live your life. Okay, so now after this, these puddle thingies will go away and we'll reset. The boss will go up to the front and do another checkout thing, and now we're going to get variations here. Oh, actually we skipped a bunch of things because they're doing good damage. Okay, this one, we get a huge book in the middle. We got a behemoth here, and the behemoth is doing ecliptic meteor. And so whenever that happens, a big meteor is going to go down, and then we have to stand behind a rock. This proximity marker means the rocks are going to fall there. And so we want to run away from that so you don't get hit with damage. Like this. Okay. So we got hit with a little bit of damage. And so technically you want to stand behind the rock, you want the rock to be between you and the behemoth, because the ecliptic meteor is going to go down here. But in this run we ended up destroying the boss pretty quickly. But let me show over here. Okay, all over the place there will be these AoEs, because there will be like rocks falling down, and then this one with the proximity marker is like the bigger rock that will fall down. So you end up wanting to go over there to hide behind it, because over here you can see the cast bar for the bigger meteor. It's coming down. Okay, it also says will do the countdown on in the middle of the screen. Okay, we have 5 seconds to meteor pack. So you want to stand behind it, okay? I'm going to take a look at what happens if you don't stand behind it. Usually you wipe, but I happen to have a ton of health, and so 32k How much health do we have over here? Yeah, we don't have that much health over here, okay? So that's usually why you would wipe in this situation. And that's why you would want to stand behind a rock. Okay, but if you don't take care of the boss, even after that, then the boss will just repeat the mechanics. So we're doing checkout again. Your thirst for knowledge is not satiated? Never. Then take this tome and this one and take all of them. Yes, okay. So here now we get variations. Right, we got the green puddle that will turn you into an imp. And then you've got the leaden puddle that will keep you on the ground. And then you got the levitation wind one that will levitate you. So now you have to remember like the names of these. Okay, so if it does quakes, that means you want to levitate yourself so you're not on the ground getting hit with the earthquake type thing. So you want to stand on this one? Okay, there you go, I avoided that. And then on darkness 2, that's the raid wide. Property of imps. Okay, so I turn into an imp. So I can go into this other one and switch back. And I'll still get hit with a little bit of damage, but it won't be as much as if I was an imp. And I wouldn't be stunned on the ground. Darkness 2, okay, the raid wide. Just regular darkness, just an attack on me. Check out again. So we'll get a different variation of the things. Okay, so we still get the 3 different types. Okay, so here I'm gonna go levitate. And then the rest would just repeat. Blasted it. That was neat. But yeah, you can get this big chair as a mount. It's pretty cool. Okay, well, I hope that was useful. These guys were hanging out, they were just making jokes and stuff. They were pretty fun. Yeah. Enjoy the rest of post Heavensward content. See you later. Bye.